Montel. It's Halloween. Who better to solve haunting mysteries than Sylvia Brown?
Oh, my God.
You won't believe what's happening in Lizzie Borden's house or this abandoned hospital.
Just about any type of paranormal activity you can imagine.
She's constantly haunted by a shadowy figure.
He have a uniform on. Yes, he did.
And make sure you tune in next week when we finally reveal what's inside Sylvia's room.
You're not gonna believe this.
Mystery and Mayhem Week continues with Sylvia Brown. That's what's coming up right now. Well, welcome and thank you so much for joining us today. You know, happy Halloween, everybody. As our Mystery Week and Mayhem Week continues, our guests all came here today because they're convinced that their houses or the places that they live or places that they've been have been haunted. And there's only one person that they think that can help them, and that is author of the new book, which is called The Two Marys, The Hidden History of Mother and Wife of Jesus. Please welcome world-renowned psychic Sylvia Brown to the show. His Las Vegas restaurant has had an unusual customer who hasn't left for over 20 years. Take a look at this.
Hi, my name is John Hosier. I am the owner of Carluccio's here in Las Vegas. This formerly is Liberace's restaurant. It's been said that Carluccio's is haunted. Myself and a few of my other staff feel very cold in that room at times. We hear noises in the restaurant, we kind of stand there listening for something and get nothing, but as soon as I turn around and start to walk out, I get a complete chill, and it still spooks me to this day. I don't know what it has to do with the coldness or whatever in that room, but I don't like that feeling, put it that way. We have a picture of an apparition just right here. This is an apparition sitting on the bar in the piano room. We've got a cold spot in this area always. That's been a constant around here. That freaks us all out a little bit too. Glasses fall when we start speaking of Liberace's birthday or his anniversary of his death. We've had about I think it's 5 investigations here at the restaurant.
I'm Charlie Rivero. I am lead investigator, founder of Ghost Encounters Paranormal Investigation. As far as I'm very excited about the investigation. I was a little surprised considering the fact that some of the EVPs that we got. Can you say anything at all? Give us any type of sign. Anything at all. We have to play that one back. Can you say anything at all? Give us any type of sign. Anything at all. So I wasn't really expecting that. It did kind of catch me off guard. We'd like to find out what is here and what the source of it is.
Well, please welcome John to the show. You're the owner of Carluccio's restaurant, correct?
Pardon?
You're the owner, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, how long has this been going on?
A good 20 years.
20? Well, you haven't been an owner for 20 years.
I haven't been an owner for 20 years.
How long have you experienced this? Since you've been there?
I've experienced probably about 10 years now.
What's the thing that's made you the most uneasy?
Most uneasy for me is one evening I was taking out the reindeer out of the planter box after Christmas, and behind me on the floor, my back's to it, and I hear a scrape across the floor or a drag across the floor, and I turn around and look, nothing there, so I kind of get up and look around and think somebody's here. I sit back down, and I go to touch the reindeer again. I hear the noise across the floor behind me, and I turn around and I watch it move across the floor.
Watch what move?
Exactly. Noise.
Please welcome Charlie to the show. Thank you, Charlie, for being here.
Thank you.
You run a paranormal investigative agency, correct?
Correct.
And you've been doing this research for how long?
Since 1988.
So you go around and you can actually try to see if you can get electronic professions on some of the gadgets and gear that you use, correct?
Yes, correct. A lot of times what I really like to listen to what the person has to say, whoever has the issue, because I'm going to try my hardest to really find a logical reason of what's going on. Because I refuse to sit there and say, okay, look, your place is haunted, or your place has activity, because there's a big difference between paranormal activity and a haunting.
Yes.
So I like to have actual evidence before I sit there and say, yes, you know, there is
I call
activity
it
or something going
imprint.
on.
It's the same thing.
Exactly, exactly.
So, and when you've gone, what happened the last time you were at Carluccio's restaurant?
One of the things that really caught me was an EVP that we got out of one of the restrooms. And the EVP, which is electronic voice phenomenon that you get on recording, turned into VP, which is voice phenomenon, because we heard it in person. And
what did you hear?
okay, the funny thing is, when I first heard it, I heard the static. I heard like a static response, which is, you know, vibrant energy.
Oh, sure.
You know, but you can't really get
They
any
need to
information
sometimes
off of
clear
a
it
little
up, yeah.
recorder. So I want to get true sound out of it. So really kind of bringing up the volume, uploading it into my system to really being able to listen what's in the background is what got me the most, because there is more noticeable, like moaning type of a response.
So you actually, and you also caught something on film, did you not? You got something in a photo, right? Can we take a look at this and you tell us what this is? Take a look at this.
Oh yes, a photograph.
Yeah, what's up with this?
This photograph was actually towards the end of the investigation when I was sitting down with John. It was one table next to him. I noticed it almost seemed like a stream energy of orbs covering him.
Yeah.
And basically, to me, for now, what that does tell me, I mean, is it haunted? No. Is there activity? Absolutely. But it's almost like a comfort zone. John is the comfort zone for Carluccio.
For these people.
You know?
So he has ghosts following him around?
Yeah.
Yes. He does.
Well,
but he's not.
He's sort of the barometer.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what he is. So he's known there. He's that comfort zone at Carluccio's. You know, so that's what he's known for, too.
So wait, what did you want to ask Sylvia when it comes to this then? What do you want to know?
What's
This
going on?
was a mobster hangout.
It was a mobster hangout?
I know it
Carluccio's
was.
was a mobster hangout.
Yeah, and there was 3 people killed in that restaurant, right at that where you heard the dragging was a dragging of a body.
Okay, I'll accept that one. It was a very, very odd noise.
Because there was somebody by the name of Lance or something, and then there was somebody by the name of Falk, you know, like the Columbo
Right.
Falk. But there was actually...
Were they bad guys? They were just gangsters and somebody got
Oh, they
popped?
were mobsters that tried to run the Aladdin.
I don't want to really change anything about the restaurant.
Right.
It's Liberace's restaurant. Carluccio's is there as
And you're
as
not a
guest.
threat to them.
No,
He said,
no,
I mean, you're not no
there's
threat.
no threats going on at that
I
place.
started to sell tickets if I were you.
Yeah.
Well, even the true fascination really is the people that are still lit, like Kelly, that have experienced these things. They still feel comfortable.
Yeah.
They're not like drawn to say, okay, I don't want to even be here.
It's not going to be one of those things
I
where
got
you
to
shriek
come
and
back
run out.
inside one of the most haunted places in America. We'll be back right after this.